Hey, what's going on everyone? It's Green Zero back here with another Command & Conquer 3 Kane's Wrath video commentary. That's right, we're back here again. More Kane's Wrath action because I have been away and you guys want to see it. And yes, with uploading the video the other day, or this morning, should I say, it's already got about 50 comments, so everyone has surely been missing the action here. Do apologize for that one there. Like I said, I had to rebuild and everything like that. But anyway, I do know there was a problem with the last video. There was a minute 45 missing. My bad. I had an old version of Fraps installed, which was breaking the video up into smaller parts, and I had to piece them together. That was a little bit tedious, but I managed to update my Fraps, accidentally installing a really old version. My bad. But we got another game here for you today. Let's jump straight into this one. Maybe some first-person view footage coming up later on as well. Got plenty of that. Pretty much going to be recording most of the stuff I play now. So you're going to see wins, losses, everything like that. So it's not just going to be like, you know who's going to win. But anyway, we have Unleashed, UA, and HiDrauLicK playing in this game here. If we go up here, it's going to be a random mirror. We're going to see Unleashed in the top corner here, or not the top center here. We're on Tournament Dust Bowl, which is a change from the Rift that we had last time. I had a few games I could have done, and I decided to do this one because the last one was on Rift. So this one looks pretty good, and HiDrauLicK making a return back-to-back VODs. And it's going to be some kind of nod mirror here. Let's see what these guys can do. It looks like both sides going straight for a refinery here. So yeah, look at that. Ref drops pretty much identical there. We're going to see stealth harvesters coming out from both of these guys, I'd imagine. Yes, so it doesn't look like we have a black hand, which is going to be some kind of nod mirror. Let's just actually switch them and see what they got. Okay, what have we got here? Yeah, we got a voice Kane. We got that, and going straight for the units there. Or not actually drafting anything at all here. Unleashed, he's just gonna, and neither is HiDrauLicK. Far out, these guys. I mean, it is a random mirror. They don't know what each other, what the factions they've got. So I'd imagine both sides going straight for a raider buggy here, because you just cannot leave the other player unscouted like at all, especially when you're playing Unleashed and it's against HiDrauLicK. These guys have some pretty crazy openings. I mean, Unleashed, you really can't afford to not scout him at all. Again, both sides drafting a buggy. It looks like HiDrauLicK is going to go straight down the guts. Unleashed is going to go out left. He's going to be like, hey, no one captured the spike. There's nothing here. All right, that's pretty cool. Did he go for a second one? No, he's going straight for a harvester. Looks like the raider buggy is going to be coming in now here for HiDrauLicK to see what Unleashed has. And he's going to see just an eco. Again, if you don't scout the opponent, you can't... I mean, it's a bit hard pressed to rush, because if you do a rush and the rush is not... like ends up not being particularly effective against the faction you're playing, then you could be in trouble. Just as an example, Orca rushing Scrin, because of their gun and shard walker / combo, probably not the best idea. Orca rushing Reaper, that's a nightmare. You don't want to do that at all, because you just can't kill enough harvesters with their shields on. But it looks like Unleashed is just going to eco. He's satisfied that HiDrauLicK isn't setting any bikes at all, so surprising. Nod, both sides are playing as Nod here, and no bikes coming out whatsoever. I still haven't seen any scouts drafted at all, so we have... Unleashed is clearly Nod now, because he's got a Nod War Factory. Probably should have checked that sooner. We have Marked of Kane from HiDrauLicK. So Marked of Kane, he's going to lose his scout. Unleashed just cleaning that up there. Nice work. So HiDrauLicK here. Let's see what he can do. I mean, in the random mirrors I've been playing, whenever I get mock, I just find, like, playing them more and more and more, that they just don't have very many bread and butter units. They're a little bit hard pressed. They don't really, I mean, they specialize in EMP, which is great, and I mean, I think you got to be like really stealthy with them, or very, very fast attack. But again, they don't have flame weapons, which really disappoints me, because I really like flame weapons. They get Toxin Troopers instead. So yeah, like I said, they don't have really much bread and butter units. They don't get, I mean, their Scorp tanks don't get any lasers or anything like that, like Black Hand. But at the same time, the infantry don't get very many upgrades either. Enlightened aren't particularly good either. Managing to wipe out half of the health off that harvester, which was nice work there. Maybe come back later on and finish that off. But we have some bikes here from HiDrauLicK, and I think it's going to be bikes from both sides. Both sides going for the eco, I'd imagine. Maybe a second warfare. Oh, nothing coming out from HiDrauLicK, actually. He's got a defensive structure queue. Must be a little bit hard pressed for cash. He's going to try to hurt and cut off that raider buggy there, but there are bikes firing at him, and he's going to be turning around. So we just got some biking here going, and Unleashed actually went for a second war factory before a ref. He's going to plant it down now, so let's see if he is ahead. He is slightly ahead. It looks like HiDrauLicK went for tech, so he's put down his tier 2, and that can only be Dozer Blades, which means sooner or later he's going to be transitioning into Scorp tanks. So I'd imagine he'd be cutting this bike production pretty quickly. Unleashed has grabbed both the spikes, by the way. I didn't even notice that, so he's managed to sneakily grab those ones there, and he's going for an expansion as well. That's nice work there. We got some battle markers over here. Now it's just our scouts hitting bikes here. Nothing too important happening. No big engagements, just a few few little pokes at each other here, but still no Scorpion tanks coming out here from HiDrauLicK. He's still continuing to go with this double bike. I'm not sure what's going on. He's almost got Dozer Blades done, and not a single Scorp tank has hit the field yet. And he's actually going to try to destroy this Tiberium Spike. Again, drawing the nod, the mock faction, I find I just get the legs upgraded for the engineers, and I just send engineers all over the map. And you can ask Masterleaf, I think in one game I capped about 20 of his structures over the period of like a 20-minute game. That was crazy. I got a super weapon as well. He wasn't very happy about that. But anyway, Masterleaf pretty happy about getting a game voted that he won. I guess he doesn't have that happen very often. I mean, it's not. I mean, when he plays Trav, you don't really want to watch his Trav win because it's just boring and lame. But that one there, he was obviously playing as Zocom, so that made things a whole lot more interesting. Bike's going to be intercepting each other here, and how you're supposed to micro that? It's pretty much going and positioning. I mean, it looks like Unleashed definitely come out as the loser in that fight there. Only 2 bikes remaining. HiDrauLicK's bike's going to be heading up here. Got a battle marker down there, it's nothing much. Here come the Scorp tanks, a lot of Scorp tanks coming out, but oh no, Unleashed has got all these bikes into this field here, and he hasn't even noticed. Meanwhile, HiDrauLicK is taking out harvesters that Unleashed has there, and both sides smashing each other's harvesters, but HiDrauLicK just lost a ton of harvesters here. He needs to destroy a lot. He's got 2, at least 2, maybe 3, I'm not quite sure. He's returning the damage here, but now the bikes from Unleashed getting pretty much cleaned up there. HiDrauLicK has got triple War Factory, and he's not going to be able to support that. Meanwhile, his bike's moving through, might be able to get one more kill before going down, but no, I don't think he's going to get any more. He didn't get as many harvesters, I don't think, as what Unleashed got, but the thing is here that HiDrauLicK has a decent sized Scorpion squadron here, and he's selling off like crazy. He's got like 2 harvesters, 3, there you go, double War Factory pumping out 2 more harvesters, desperately trying to recover. He could get at least 1 more harvester before continuing on there, going for his expansion. Still going for Scorp tanks though. Unleashed, however, still with the bikes. Is he going with the bikes? He's continuing with bikes. I'm not sure how this is going to work out from this. Scorp tanks here, and they have Dozer Blade, and there's enough of them here. The bike's going to have to try to kite their way to victory here. I don't think it's possible. He has got a lot of them, and he's got rocket troopers now, so yeah, look, HiDrauLicK, he just doesn't have enough tanks. It's a pretty small force that he's got here, and it's probably not going to be enough. That stealth harvester minding his own business there, nothing's going to happen to him, and all running over those rockets. That's nice work here, but there's a lot of bikes here. I don't think he's got what it takes. I mean, he's got Dozer Blade, which is nice, but Unleashed just has too many bikes here for these Scorp tanks. You don't see that happening very often indeed, but again, this force just getting whittled down, and he's going to lose the remainder of these Scorp tanks here, so that is not good for HiDrauLicK at all. And Unleashed is already on his third base here, but he has not quite got any refineries down. That one Scorp tank may be able to snake itself away there, and I think he is just going to manage to escape there. Unleashed pulling his bikes back, getting some repairs. Again, Scorpion tanks take quite a few shots to destroy those bikes. More Scorp tanks over here intercepting these bikes. Nice work there, preventing those bikes from getting back in, and a lot of harassment here from Unleashed. Again, he definitely did a lot more damage in that attack, but as you can see with Triple War Factory, he's actually sold one of them off. He was able to, HiDrauLicK was able to rebuild those harvesters pretty quickly, but he needs an expansion down. He hasn't got a ref, he's stalled on cash. Few infantry squads here. Unleashed taking some buildings. That's just going to be a pain here, because it just means that HiDrauLicK can't go anywhere near those buildings. He's got a handful of tanks up here, not going to be enough to really pressure anything serious. He's got a couple more tanks back at home, just staking out his field here. Unleashed finally drops the tier 2. Took him quite some time to get to the tier 2. We've got a battle up here, and it's going to be some decoys with the rest of the bikes, and oh man, he's just moving in there. Unleashed doesn't even care. Again, a lot of those are, well, not a lot, but a handful of decoys. You can see them getting destroyed there by the Scorp tanks drawing fire, so most of the real bikes get away scot-free, and I don't think HiDrauLicK's going to be able to hold this here. He's almost got a ref done, but his MCV is going to be under attack soon, but no, looks like Unleashed is going to pull back. Going to be able to drop this bike in just about, yeah, it looks like 2 volleys, and he's going to have this one. Still decoys disappearing there, so he must have got a huge hit on that decoy army to get so many of those units. But there's more Scorp tanks here, and all of a sudden, yeah, the decoy's disappearing and more tanks rolling up. That's going to be a little bit of a problem for Unleashed. He's going to pull back, but again, he's got HiDrauLicK contained. He needs to watch out. His bikes here are getting picked off the edge, and they're going to go around, and he's pulling the harvester back. Nice work there. Didn't want to risk those bikes going in, maybe suicide and get the harvester just to hurt him that little bit more. Unleashed, however, has double war factory, he has double ref, and he's already got Dozer Blades, and he's got flame tanks, 3 flame tanks coming out now, moving with the Scorp tank army here, and with HiDrauLicK Scorp tank army up here. There's still decoys here. I don't know how many decoys he's had. Oh, massive M-blast there. Nice work to get a few of those bikes again. Looks like Unleashed is moving down to the bottom of the map while this is taking place, but he's going to lose all of his bikes, but it doesn't matter. He's got flame tanks, and they're going to be able to destroy these buildings so fast. so fast, and HiDrauLicK selling up here. He's got a handful of Scorp tanks, and he needs to try to take out Unleash's Scorp tanks and the Flame tanks, which take quite a beating from Scorp tanks before they do go down. Meanwhile, it looks like HiDrauLicK has cleaned everything up there. He's got his expansion underway, but he's going to lose all of his infrastructure. He's got double War Factory here. He can't really afford to lose. Blast goes off, catches a few of these Scorp tanks. Nice work there. Going to be able to disable them for quite some time. More Awaken coming in. And can he get some more Blast off on these units? Not quite sure, but the rest of these Scorp tanks going to get cleaned up. And looks like HiDrauLicK managing to save his expansion over here, but his main is all but gone, even though he does have control over the area, but all his buildings are gone. And where'd the Flame tanks go? Oh, moving to the corner. He did have 3. I'm not sure what happened to the third one, whether it got destroyed. It's over here. That might be the same one. But moving it over here, more Scorp tanks, but he's a little bit spread out. He needs to kind of congest his force a little bit because, I mean, HiDrauLicK is spread out as well. His tanks are pretty badly damaged. Blast comes off, slowing down that Flame tank there, which is crucial because you don't want that to get too close to your base. More Scorp tanks coming in, shutting that down. Nice work there. But again, no stealth detection for Unleashed, and more Scorp tanks rolling in for HiDrauLicK is going to allow him to clean this up here. Now, one problem for HiDrauLicK here, again, he's been pushed into this corner quite heavily. Blast going off. That if Unleashed does decide to go for the laser capacitors, that could be a world of pain. I mean, HiDrauLick's still managing to put out quite a number of tanks here. And he's still pushing this force. A lot of Awakened all over the place, probably from sold off structures or destroyed structures, mainly because you can see there's only one in the group. There's a ton of them there, isn't there? And he's actually got a veteran one as well. I'm not sure where those Flame tanks in the bottom corner had gone. They're already in there. I was just about to say, I haven't seen those guys for a while, and they're rolling in here now. Can they get a War Factory as well? I think they should be able to get a War Factory. No, Blast goes off. Unleashed trying to go back to get the power plant, and the Blast will cause them to be destroyed before they can inflict any further damage there. Veterancy on that one, but it's not going to matter. It goes down. Meanwhile, HiDrauLicK is pushing in here, forcing the sell off of the power plants again, and we have some Fanatics out here again. You can see them as a panic weapon when Scorp tanks are moving into your base. They just seem to be so good against Scorp tanks for some reason, because they can, if they overlap, they can just blow up so many Scorp tanks. And I think he might have just sacrificed those 2 just to kill some, but he hardly killed any of the Fanatics and lost those 2 tanks. Moving around now, HiDrauLicK still pumping out of these units over here. All those Awaken heading down here, and he's got Scorp tanks down there as well. And oh no, Unleash actually went for avatars. Interesting move there, and he's got beam cannons, which means he's going to try to double beam these guys. That's going to be huge. Obelisk here. These tanks need to get shredded, and there you go, double beaming up these avatars straight away, and that is going to be huge here because in a Scorp tank fight, I mean, he can get laser capacitors, but he's got 3 more down here as well. He's already got beam cannons for the double beam as well, and he's going for Venoms. Crazy matchup here. I'm not sure how HiDrauLick's going to handle this, because how's he supposed to take out such heavy armor? Yeah, he can get avatars as well. But, oh, better watch out those beam cannons there shooting at this Scorp tank army. I think HiDrauLickk realizes he needs to congest his force a little bit here. I mean, he could go for some stealth tanks, although he does have Venoms as well. Unleash is really closing the door on any kind of counterattack here for HiDrauLickk, and those buildings still just firing out random rockets. What has HiDrauLickk got? He's going to go for a shrine. Not sure what he's going to do with that. He is on tier 1, so if he wants to redeem it, it's going to take him a while. He's going for bikes. He's got, I mean, again, he's got the numerical superiority here. There's a lot, and actually the Scorp tanks are building up to a nice sized army here. Not as big as he would hope for, but these Venoms, I'm not sure what they're trying to do. They can't really destroy these guys. Maybe for looking for someone. And oh man, what are you doing? Unless he's putting flame units on these guys as well. This is extremely expensive. This is not, I mean, people don't think it's cost effective because obviously, you know, these avatars are going to be ending up worth like $4,000 each. And if they go down, that could be world of pain. And the Venoms actually get destroyed by the bikes here. But Unleash doesn't care. He's spending a lot of money. These guys are dual beam with flame. That is crazy. He's got 3 of them with flame on and double beam. You can see the double beam on there as well. Scorp tank armies moving around. And these guys here have a flame tank on them or a flame unit on them. Do they have double beam? Doesn't like any of them. Oh, one has double beam. The others don't appear to have. Oh no, this one's got a double beam as well. A couple of them. These are going to be so powerful. How's he going to stop these? He's going to need infantry. But again, putting the flame units on means he can just waltz in. And this is a problem for HiDrauLickk. I would like to see Unleashed make a move for these bases down here with an MCV, but there's bikes coming up here. There is a handful of avatars just about to move out. Can Unleash realize that they're there in time? He's not turning the avatars around. He does not realize he's under attack. There you go, turning around now. He should pull the harvesters back to the war factory, pulling them back now, but these bikes are going to go in, sacrifice themselves a little bit more, but oh man, these avatars, dual beam, just popping these bikes off, 1 bike per arm. And oh, I don't know how he's going to be able to stop these because he's getting like avatar spam. Have not seen this in a long time, and he's upgraded them so heavily. How's he going to stop this? Oh, this is going to be crazy. I don't think he can stop this. I mean, he's got a flame unit double beam on these guys here. Some of them still having single beam, but again, oh man, he's building his own avatars. This is not going to work at all. He's so far behind in the avatar fight. Does manage to save that one there. But again, there's a lot of Scorp tanks here, but there's 4 avatars. 2 of them have double beams. That's very heavy firepower. Bikes moving through here, but they are HiDrauLicK again. He's trying to pump out his own avatars. He can't win, obviously, with Scorp tanks. Oh, man. Massive M blast. He's got Awakened out here. He's got Awakened, and it looks like did Unleash throw a cloaking field on these guys? I think he may have, because those husks are cloaked. And he has got the cloaking field down, so these guys are going to crush. Again, he can't see the husk, or he can only capture the husk if he keeps the bikes here. And there you go, he's going to have to try to take out these bikes, otherwise he's going to lose the rest of these guys here. And oh man, that is exactly what HiDrauLicK needed. I did not realize that at all. To think to go for the Enlighten there, because obviously they're going to be almost impossible for the avatars to kill, and they've got the Emp Blast as well. He only built a couple of them. He did get fast legs. It looks like he's still building a few here, but yeah, smashing those 4 avatars, hardly lost anything there. So you can see that's I mean, reasonably why people don't spend a lot of upgrades on the avatars. Yeah, they can build them, but putting the upgrades on them, these guys here though, this is going to be the hard stuff to stop. Again, he needs, I think Unleash needs to bring some more Venoms here. Maybe that's what the Venoms were for, because he needs to snipe down the infantry units. But again, perhaps think he could have gone for laser capacities. He hasn't got any upgrades from his tech center, and looks like HiDrauLicK's going to lose the last of these bikes. Meanwhile, these guys moving down here, I think he's aware of it though. Yeah, he is. And HiDrauLicK he's got plenty to hold off here. He's got plenty. He's got stealth towers as well, and he's got some Enlightened here. These avatars are going to be shooting from range. They might want to back off because he has to watch out. Oh man, killer M Blast getting 4 with 1. There's only 1 avatar operational. He's going to run in with the flame. Can he get some epic kills off? No, he doesn't even get close there. And the M Blast again. Oh man, HiDrauLicK just finding a weakness in this attack here. I was wondering how he's going to be able to stop this without like a Redeemer or something. But again, pulling out the Alliance, actually managing to be effective with them. And Unleash is going to lose all these forces here. And what makes it worse, there is now 5 husks on the ground. And I can, oh no, 1 gets crushed straight away. And I can bet anything that a Rax is on its way here for HiDrauLicK. What is Unleash going to do? He's now going for a Redeemer. So again, not really fully aware of his weakness in that fight there, getting amped. Especially when he sent the second lot of forces in, he really should have done something about that. And now we have fast leg engineers. There's 3 husks remaining, and he's going to be able to snare these. And remember, he gets the double beam and the flame unit on these guys as well. So that's pretty crazy. Does pull out the Venom, and he is going to be able to snipe these guys down. Nice work there. So he might want to just finish off the last 2 husks. Nice work for Unleash to clean that up here. But now this army is moving across the map. The Redeemer is done. There's nothing to garrison it with though. He's got a flame unit coming over from the other side here. See if he gets a rage gen off. He does get the rage gen off, but doesn't really affect these guys too much. And it looks like it just sliced them. Didn't really score a kill there. He does clean up both the husks. HiDrauLicK does snare 1 dual beam with a flame tank on it as well. Has it got a dual beam? Yeah, it's got a dual beam on it as well, so that's pretty cool. It's pretty much as many upgrades as you want. I mean, stealth detection is nice in nod mirrors as well. Yeah, what else can you put on it? You can put the stealth on the stealth tank, but that's totally cost ineffective when you've got a cloaking field to do that instead. The Venom is running in here, not sure what he's going to be able to do. He's going to go down. Again, HiDrauLicK could sell off some of these refs. And he is leeching these fields down here, so he doesn't really need to re-expand down there. A few Scorp tanks going down now. Unleashed is all of a sudden stuck in a corner. I'm not sure what he's going to do about this at all. He really doesn't have any options. There's not enough TIB left on the field now. Again, what this is 1.02 plus. Probably should have said that at the start. But again, it's pretty much stable mark that it's going to be 1.02 plus on my channel, because essentially all the pros play 1.02 plus. I mean, no one really plays 1.02. You can't go back. Like, people just can't go back. When they play 1.02 now, they just realize how buggy and glitchy it is, all the units glitching and bugging. And then most of the targeting and the pathfinding has been repaired in 1.02 plus, so people just don't want to go back to the old one. Quite a few avatars out here now by HiDrauLicK. He's got 7 of them, including this one over here, which is the one that he captured from Unleashed. And again, he's going to be moving out with that one there. I don't think, no, it's not stealth at all. I was thinking it was stealth for a second there, but no. Rage gen goes off, and all these Scorp tanks are going to fire at each other, and he does manage to cap off quite a few of them with the Rage gen. Redeemer is moving down here. No repair units on the Redeemer. Again, he needs to watch out because Mach are the king of Emp, and they will have plenty of EMP to knock down that Redeemer. And again, this the enemy Redeemer, HiDrauLicK's Redeemer, is out now as well, so both sides a little bit of a stalemate. It looks like HiDrauLicK is comfortable with moving out though, so we're going to see probably another big engagement. Oh, Unleashed has got his Conyard in the middle of the map. Extreme danger of this getting amped now. He needs to put down some Shredder turrets. Again, he's not vanilla, so his Shredder turrets aren't the greatest in the world. EMP goes off on the Conyard. Not quite too effective, but he's just chain emptying it. And now he has laser capacitors again. I think he should have gone laser capacitors in the first place here, but he's going to be able to move in here with these laser units and he should be able to destroy most of what HiDrauLicK has here. Trying to building block this out. EMP's coming in. HiDrauLick's lost most of his EMP units again. Got a lot of EMP off at the start of the battle, but this is interesting. I don't think I've ever seen really a huge battle like this in the very center of this map as well. There's so many buildings they don't even know what to do. And here comes the Rage Gen from Unleashed, and that's going to cause most of these units to be firing each other. But I think Unleashed is probably going to lose out here. He needs to cloak his Redeemer if he's got any chance of surviving this one here. Thought maybe he would have just gone for a crush on those avatars, but it's not going to happen. And Unleashed is going to lose his Conyard. He's probably going to go for these last few structures, but he's not even going to get there, and they're going to go down. I think that might be the end of the game for Unleashed. I'm not sure how he's going to be able to recover from this. He does not have he's got no build structures, and I think he is out of the game now. HiDrauLicK coming through for a win there. Again, Unleashed with those avatar upgrades. You see people don't do them because they are extremely expensive. Was very powerful, but he just did not predict the M. If he had Venoms with that Force, no worries. I reckon he would have done just fine, but again, he could have pulled all of his avatars together with Venoms. That would have been pretty unstoppable. It was just all about positioning there, I think, and then Unleashed going for lasers right at the end. He probably should have decided earlier on if he was going to go for lasers, not wait until the very end there. 166,000 to Unleashed, 160,000 to HiDrauLicK, so there's only 6 grand in it. And if we go back to the resources tab, Unleashed kind of had the edge at the 8-minute mark. This is really where his bikes hit that field. You can see he got so many harvesters that gave him a significant lead, and he kept that lead for a majority of the game. Right towards the end, HiDrauLicK did bring it back that tiny little bit. But really, Unleashed, that's the point with those bikes winning, that he got the advantage of that game, kept HiDrauLicK boxed in, but there, again, didn't bring the Venoms and got emped, and those Emp Blasts basically won the game. HiDrauLicK wouldn't have won without those Emp Blasts there, and you can't blame Unleashed for going for that avatar strat. Yeah, it's expensive, but he was essentially gonna destroy everything HiDrauLicK had, but he just got emped, and he couldn't handle the EMP there. Unleashed getting a lot more units, obviously, with the bikes here. Wow. Massive spike of units there. Must have done a lot of selling off, or a lot of building of infantry as well. HiDrauLicK surprisingly not getting as many units, even though he was spamming out a lot of Scorp tanks. I'd be surprised. Yeah, Scorp tank favorite unit for HiDrauLicK, attack bike favorite unit for Unleashed. So that was pretty crazy. 1.03 kill death ratio to 0.84, so HiDrauLicK ahead there slightly, not too huge. Unleashed created a couple more units, 3 more units than HiDrauLicK. And let's have a look here. Structures sold is going to be even, and structures created. Unleashed created quite a few more, but again, he wasn't. He built a handful of base defenses as well. So that was a pretty cool game. I really like that one. I can see why it's got quite a few wubs. Anyway, I'm Green Zero. Stay tuned to my channel. Got some more videos coming up for you real soon.